This is S.K. Ghosh. I would like to welcome you one more time to our seminar series on significant changes in ACI 31819. Today is the fourth and last part of the seminar. We will cover chapters 25, 26, 27, and the newly added Appendix A. 31814, as you might recall, we had done away with the four appendices that we had in ACI 31811. So that was an addition without any appendix, but now one has been added, and more are in the offing, I can tell you that. This you have seen several times now, the cover of ACI 31819. I have nothing to add. And this slide you have also seen 3 times now, most of you. So today is part 4, and this is the fourth of 4 parts. Today, I do not think I will need the full 2.5 hours, but let's see. We shouldn't have time problem today. So to start with chapter 25, the title is Reinforcement Details. Very big changes in this chapter, really big changes in this one particular chapter. The first one, I don't know how big it is. So 2 sections have been added to specify minimum spacing requirements for shotcrete. Shotcrete, as you know, is newly added to 31819. This is minimum spacing requirement for reinforcement in shotcrete. 2527 is spacing of non-prestressed reinforcement. 2528 spacing of prestressing strands. 2529 prestressing wire reinforcement, spacing again, and 25-10 spacing of ties, hoops, and spiral reinforcement. Going beyond that, this is now development of deformed bars and deformed wires in tension. This is an addition that has been made that makes, I think, a lot of sense for bars with F sub y larger than or equal to 80,000 psi. So these are the new 80 ksi and 100 ksi bars. For bars with F sub y larger than or equal to 80 ksi, spaced closer than 6 inches on center, transverse reinforcement shall be provided such that K sub tr shall not be smaller than 0.5 bar diameter. K sub tr is defined. It's the confining reinforcement index. Anyway, what we are essentially saying here is that high strength bars that are closely spaced must have enough confinement around them. Okay, I wouldn't go into the definition of K sub tr, which is basic and has not changed. This is the first big change. This is straight bar development length in tension. So development length for deformed bars and deformed wires in tension is modified. The change here is not that big, but what I mean to say, this is very fundamental. Something very basic is changing, but the change itself in this case is a rather small one, as you will see. Development length equations that we will look at are multiplied by an extra psi sub g, the reinforcement grade factor, which accounts for the yield strength of the reinforcement. So this modification has become necessary directly because of the fact that we now have this grade 80 and grade 100 reinforcement recognized in ACI 318. So straight bar development length in tension, we can go with this table. And if we do in each of the expressions that you see on the table, the grade factor, reinforcement grade factor psi sub g has been added. If instead of going by the table, we decide to go by the equation for straight bar development length in tension, again, the reinforcement grade factor psi sub g has been added. Okay. The value of psi sub g 1.0 for grade 40 and grade 60 reinforcement, 1.15 for grade 80 reinforcement, and 1.3 for grade 100 reinforcement.